Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. So I just wanted to do a quick video and just film a bit of a walkthrough solve on 4x4 just to show people what my progress is like so far, and just really to see if anyone's got any particular tips. So just to explain my process so far, I've decided to opt for the YOW method for 4x4. It seemed like the most logical thing to go for. I did try using Redux to begin with, but edge pairing became quite difficult using Redux, whereas using YOW you can use 3-2-3 edge pairing, and that seems to be a bit more of a sensible approach and one that I understand, and I'm led to believe that if you start with YOW you can progress quite quickly, and you can achieve some pretty good times. So I'm still somewhere in the region of around the kind of 4 to 5 minute mark for the majority of my solves. So obviously I'm still beginning, had this less than a week, but really enjoying the event and really getting into it. I'm going to need to do some setup on this cube. The Aosu has developed a bit of an annoying squeak on some of the sides. So at some point I'm going to need to be brave. Disassemble it, clean out all the factory lube, set it up properly, put some of my own lube in, and so that hopefully will take care of the squeaky noise. I have loosened the tensions a little bit on it just to make it a little bit loose. It was pretty tight out of the box. Now I'm definitely happy with the tensions, but I think a little bit of lube will make all of the difference and make this an absolute champ of a cube. Anyway, so I'm not going to time the solve, but one important thing to note: this is not going to be a tutorial. If you're looking for a tutorial video, in the immortal words of Obi-Wan, this is not the video you're looking for. This is simply a walkthrough video just to show where I'm at with my learning process on 4x4, and just to see if anyone can spot anything obvious that I'm making a mistake or things that I can improve on. I'm not going to time the solve. I'm literally just going to use the app just for give me a scramble. So let's get it scrambled up. I'll try and explain each part of the solve as I go through it, just to show what I'm doing and where I'm at the moment. Apologies if this video is long. It's likely to be. Like I said, it's taking me quite a while to solve thus far. Y prime and L2. Okay, so like I say, I'm not going to time it. In fact, I'm going to move the phone to the side. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with doing is pairing up my white centers. So, okay, and then I'm very much using an intuitive process to be able to do this thus far, so I'm obviously not doing it in the best way that I can, or the quickest way for that matter as well. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the cube on the side so that I can start to build my cross edge pairs. And so what I've been doing is I've actually been taking a pair of blue and whites, and then I've been pairing those up. And if I spot that they're green and whites, then I'll pair those first. But then what I've been doing is I've been putting those to the bottom, so that I can then pair up my green and white edges, which I've been quite fortunate there. There they are. And then I've been chucking those top and bottom, which then means that I've then got the front face and the back face to be able to pair up the white and orange, which I can now do if I can find them, that is. Here we go. So, and there they are. So remembering the color scheme: blue, orange, green, and then red. So now I've got those. Then I'll look for a bar across the center to see if I can start building my centers, which I will do. There's a green one, so let's start building those across. And then I'll keep rotating. I'll do wide turns to be able to free up so that I'm not messing up. I can turn this layer freely, and I'll do wide turns to be able to put that in the right position. So let's try that again, so that I can then, okay, so we've got a green center built. So then I'll progress through and see if I can find another obvious bar. So we've got an orange there, so the orange is going to need to be here. So let's get that built. Relative to green, that is. And then, so we've got, sometimes I'll do slice moves as well to make that process a little bit easier. So we've still got green center, orange center. Now let's work on our blue. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll flip it around a little bit just to kind of make it a little bit easier. So with this one now, again, using the inner slice. And now we've got our centers built. So obviously retaining the white and yellow, and now we've built our blue, orange and green centers, and red centers of course. And so the last thing to do is now to make up my white reds, which I will do by inserting those and then doing a slice, take it out, put it back down, re-slice, and then insert. So now we've got our cross edges all paired up and inserted in the correct order. So the next thing to do is going to be to use 3-2-3 edge pairing. So of course slice across, and then we're going to be looking for these pieces to pair up so that when we slice back they pair up and they're solved relative to each other. So I'm probably not doing this in a very efficient way at the moment, but there we go. So let's move that one round. Next we're looking for the red and green, and that should now be 1, 2, 3, so that when we slice back we've now got 3 solved, 1 remaining. So now we're looking for the green and yellow, which is here, and slice across, and then we're looking to replace this bar so that when we slice back again the green and orange is solved. So let's do that. Let's insert that one in. Okay, and then again we should now have 3. So this has worked for 3-2-3. Sometimes it doesn't always work. So again, slice. So we've got that paired up, and then we're going to need to put the blue and green in this position so that when we slice back that's then solved, and that should now be all of our edge pairs all paired up. I've realised that I've been holding the cube a little bit too high, so I think, I'm not sure where, I'll have to review the footage. We might need to refilm this, but we'll have a look. Okay, so we're into basically the 3x3 stage, which because I'm on camera I'm likely to mess up royally, but we'll give it a go. Why not indeed? And of course I'm going to hit a parity because yeah. And unfortunately I'm still having to rely on my cheat sheet when I hit parity cases at the moment. I can do PLL parity, that's fine. It's a fairly simple and straightforward one. Oh my goodness. There we go. And final pair. Okay, so no, we didn't hit parity. Good. So we've got a soon. And I'm still at a bit of a loss as to what to do with the last layer, because PLL parity definitely makes things very, very interesting. So I'm pretty sure we've got parity here. So what I'm going to do actually is do the parity alg and see what we've got. And in fact, actually, we're left with an H-perm. And the cube is solved. So, any tips that people can give me on this will be absolutely much appreciated. Sorry the video's gone on too long, or very long, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.